Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Hope you guys are keeping well. These are the new SoundPEATS Mini Pro true wireless earphones. Let's take a look and see what you get in the box. Sound quality, mic quality, latency, gaming latency, everything that you should need to know should you wish to buy these. These retail for $59.99. Deal on at the moment. I'm not sure what that deal might be when you see this video, but there is a link in the description box. It's not an affiliate link or anything, so it makes no difference if you click the link or not. Just be transparent with you. But let's go see what's in the box, talk about specs, and whether these are absolutely incredible value for money. Let's go for it. So I'm going to take a look at the box, and you can see the spec here that you've got a Qualcomm 3040 chip. It's Bluetooth 5.2, aptX adaptive SBC and AAC codecs, and you get 7 hours on the buds themselves, with up to 21 hours when you take the charging case as well. Now if you've prized this open, you see you get the buds themselves, the actual Mini Pros. You get the instruction guide. It is worth having a quick look at this. I do think this is quite useful for you. So if you go through, it shows you how everything works. It shows you the sequencing on the taps on the buds themselves and what each tap does and the options that you get. You also, if you carry on, it shows you more about the double taps, and I'll explain the features there. Obviously the battery percentages and the LEDs and what they mean, but what's more important is what else do you get in the box. Well, you get a USB-C to USB-A lead, as you can see. Quite straight standard affair. You've probably got loads of those. You also get some small and large silicon tips. When I opened this, they flew everywhere, so just be a bit careful. But what you're more interested in, what do the actual buds look like? And you can see they're quite straightforward designs. Plastic case with LED on the front, LEDs on the actual buds themselves. Charges by USB-C. There is no Qi charging, as you can see. But there we go. Now let's talk about the sound quality. So here are the buds. I've used various different tracks. I put the tracks up here. They're the same audio tracks that I use to test every headphone. So I've just got some consistency. Obviously I use a lot more tracks than the ones you see, but I just thought it'd be good to show you that. Now if I take one out, these here, where you have the S for the SoundPEATS, that's the touch sensitivity. The touch buttons work really, really well. They literally just slide, push into your ears like so, and that's now connected. And it really is very straightforward. The magnets are excellent. If I put this back in the case, I don't know if it picks up on camera, I'll tip it a bit, but you can see the little LED lights there and the light in the front. And you've got the USB-C connection here on the back. But what do these sound like? What do the mic call quality, latency? Well, the first thing is that surprised me for this price is they actually have a hybrid active noise cancellation. So is that any good? So you've got 3 different modes. You can have it off, you can have noise cancellation on, and then you have a transparency mode. So because when you plug these into your ears, you get passive noise cancellation just by the nature they go into your ear canals. So that's quite good. But then you put active noise cancellation. So traveling at the moment is a little bit restricted, so I created the noise with my speakers, which are behind the camera, and I created a very loud airplane engines on. I put my desktop fan, which is behind there as well, at full pelt, and it cancelled out those noises. It was astonishing. These little things worked really, really well. So it gets a big tick from me. Obviously, you're not going to beat, I've got some Sony XM4s, which are over-the-ear noise cancellation. If you cover the whole of your ear, you're going to get better noise or the best noise cancellation. But for what these do and the price, I mean, it's astonishing that at this low level you can get that decent quality of the noise cancellation. So not big ticks, and also you can toggle between them. I'll run through the actual controls, what you can get on the controls, and I'll bring up a little diagram so you can see on the screen. So you can see on the screen here that you've got your double tap for your play pause, and you can turn, which is very unusual, you've got the volume up and volume down depending on which side you press. So volume down is on the left and volume up is on the right. You can do the next track, which is where you press and hold 1.5 seconds. I've tested all these, by the way, and you can see the rest as well. You can do the voice assistant, so Google or Alexa or whichever one you use. You've also got, if you triple tap the left, you've got an even lower latency, 60 milliseconds of latency for the gaming mode. And I'll talk about the latency with video latency just after this. And you see how you can toggle between the different noise cancellation modes. Now let's talk about latency of these buds. First of all, I watched YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, a whole host of different options, and the latency is just superb. You know, you don't notice it at all. Then it's got an even better mode, which is the gaming low latency mode. Uses a bit more battery, that's why it's not on as default. And that just takes that latency down a bit, and it just makes gaming just that little bit more better in terms of latency. So pretty good, actually very good in terms of latency. So then let's talk about call quality, mic quality. These do have special mics, and they feature the CVC 8.0 clear call technology. So calls are good. They're not the best I've heard. The best I've heard actually are from the Sony Link Buds, which are on my desk over there that I reviewed. That's the last video if you want to check that out. They have the best call and mic quality. They were even better than AirPods Pro. These are good, but they're not the best out there, but perfectly acceptable to do calls. And that's video calls, telephone calls. Who makes a telephone call? But some people we still do. I do, and I did test them on that. So you know that if you have these, you'll be okay with calls. But if you want really exceptionally good call quality, then you use something like AirPods Pro, and the best being the Sony Link Buds, which I reviewed recently. Let's talk about comfort. So if I put both in my ears a second, just to show you what they look like. It's actually connected to my device. These are relatively quite comfortable. You do have two other sides of ear tips that you can put on the end. So you can just about see them, so they're quite discreet. And I can wear these for quite some time. No problem there at all. Let's just put them back in the case. And in terms of, do they hold by magnets? In the case they do. So the comfort's there, gets a tick on the comfort. Not bad at all. In terms of recharging time, in case you're interested, 1.5 hours to fully recharge and 1.5 hours for the case. And each of these buds weighs 4.7 grams, so particularly quite light as well. And this is really where I think, because it's got the aptX adaptive, AAC and SBC codecs, it really means that these Mini Pros have a superb quality for the price. So you have deep bass, you have good mid and sub bass. It is V-shaped, but I gather these aren't as V-shaped as the previous version. So this time you can actually get, I found that the mids and the treble were a bit more prominent and you have a bit more clarity. So vocals were excellent. Female vocalists, you could very clear, very nice to listen to. The mid-range, you could hear that, but all along you had this nice deep bass giving a lot of depth. So if you were listening to movies, these were fantastic. You had all the explosions come to life. If you were listening to sort of some classical, you'd be able to pick out the instruments. It's not the widest soundstage, obviously, because you're plugged in and everything's sort of in front of you. But overall, these were really, really good. And as I said, at the recommended retail price of $59.99, I think these are extraordinary good value. But as I said, you might find if you click on the link that there is an offer running. I know there is at the time when I put this video together, they were particularly quite a bit taken off. But say them, even at the full price, these are so worth the money. I am absolutely very, very impressed by these. And it makes you think, why would you spend a lot more money on some of the more expensive items when eventually batteries will die? So whichever true wireless make you have, eventually the batteries go, so you're going to have to replace them at some point. So why spend a fortune in the first place? Food for thought. If you have any questions, ask me down below. I answer all of them. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Take care, guys. Bye for now.